We know that women in construction face a number of barriers. In fact, it's the worst industry statistically in terms of proportion of women than any other in Australia. That in itself means that there's an element of isolation for women in this space.
This industry is very, very demanding. The traditional culture in construction, it may be seen to be harsh in language and some harsh in behaviours.
And until we get to a point that there's more women in senior roles, it's going to stay that way.
Currently, our industry has 29% gap in wages.
It's a lot more complex than just men and women being paid the same amount. It's about encouraging more people into the workforce. It's about making sure that the roles are equal.
Women in particular in construction feel that they have to model male behaviours like ambition and be stern and really drive themselves to get to the top.
To not feel that you have support networks around, particularly when we know that networking is a huge part of the industry, it can be quite hard to break in as a woman.
When the opportunity presented for us to partner with Lysander on their inaugural Women in Construction program, it didn't take long for us to come back with a resounding yes.
We as a business at Harris HMC are on a continual improvement curve, and I think the industry as a whole is on that same improvement curve, and it needs to be quite steep.
There's a definite need to shift the dial on females coming into the industry, but then also female leaders within the industry to really embrace what the program is offering.
If we look at some research that NAWIC conducted recently, 75% of women experienced some sort of gender-related disadvantage. So we need to be very proactive and make sure that we're doing everything that we can to develop capability and to equip women to step into those roles and be brilliant at them.
I think the remarkable thing about these women, they were open to learning. They shared their stories, they shared their vulnerability. There was laughter, there was tears, sometimes there was even a little bit of anger, but that was okay because we were in a safe place that we were able to do that and do that together as a team.
For me, it was so encouraging to feel supported in that room. And I know that walking out of that room today and then onwards past graduation, that I will continue to be supported by that amazing group of women.
There's so many useful tools has been taught and also presented through the entire program.
The best part about it is just connecting with a really strong group of women and recognising that, you know, there's so many different people out there that have so many great skills.
Improving the culture by, sharing and addressing the concerns around psychological and also physical safety is a big part of how we can improve the landscape for everyone.
Looking into the future, ensuring that we continue to make the construction industry a viable option for females, we need to ensure that visibility is very much front and centre.
When I think about what I'd say to someone who's considering starting the program, I would say absolutely go for it. Engage everyone you can to support you, because ultimately that's what this is all about. It's about supporting people to be the best they can be.
Having the energy of empathy and connection is something that I think women bring more intuitively to the office, and it's something that encourages more creative solutions and better problem solving, and I think people can just be themselves a little bit more around that energy.
Just by simply showing up and being in the industry is the most important impact that any woman can have within the construction industry.
The most significant takeaway I've had is how to get the most out of me, and that's so I can get the most out of my people, so I can get the most out of everything for my business and for my organisation and ultimately for the industry.
We've got a great platform here, we've got a fantastic course, but what we need is support from the industry so that we can help to grow these women into the future leaders, give them careers in construction and make them feel confident that they've made the right decision to stay in construction.